Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Finn here. Big thank you for popping along and having a look-see. Big thank you to Mark and Scott at Two Smoking Barrels in Oulton Broad in Suffolk for providing this rifle for me to test. And I've got a nice one today guys. I've got a BSA Lightning XL SE. This one I'm quite keen to test. This is the GRT model, so though it's a break barrel, it's not a Springer, it's the gas ram technology one, so basically got a gas ram strut in there instead of that usual spring and piston type arrangement. Fired a few shots through it at 10 metres just to get it printing on paper. Got to say, very impressed, but I'm careful what I'm saying about that because the little Fenix I tried done the same. Feel sorry for the Fenix, by the way, because I shot that out at different ranges in quite terrible conditions to do any meaningful accuracy testing. On this one, what can I say guys? Beach stock recoil pad, 2-stage adjustable trigger, maxi grip scope rail on it for 11mm scope mounts, checkering on the pistol grip and on the fore end, and it's got this huge, what I presume is a silencer, but it's a bit weird because I don't think they have baffles in them, and it's also much the same as my Walther LGV. It's got 1/2" UNF thread on there. I won't take it all the way off, but you can see to fit another silencer on there. I've got to say, my initial view of this is a nice little rifle. It's shoulders well, it's very comfortable to hold. Actually, it's got the cutout here if you're a fan of doing the thumbs up style of shooting, which I'm not really a fan of it, but yeah, for those who shoot that way, I mean, it'll please them. I quite like the look of this stock. It's almost a Manelli-ish type stock. It looks ambidextrous to me. You've got cheek pieces almost very subtle on both sides of them, so lefties will be happy with that. Yeah, let's say at 10 metres it was pellet in the same hole, which I tend to expect of just about any rifle really. It will only know what it's truly capable of, I guess, and within the limits of my capability, should we say, when I get it out on the range in the next couple of days and shoot at 30 and 40 again, and I'll do one at 20 as well. One thing I want to put across, even though I shoot the rifles out at 40 metres, that doesn't mean that I'm advocating you, if you're using it as a hunting gun, take it out to that distance. I would say sort of 30 metres and 20 metre groups are just as important, because if you're taking ethical shots and bringing your rangers in, which I keep trying to say to do, that's just as important, in my view anyway. Right, second part of this video, which is now, is me having not a whinge or anything, but it is a whinge. I'm quite good at whinging, it seems. It's basically talking about, and this isn't a dig at our American viewers, because they have a different total mindset of guns over there than we do in the UK. This is aimed at UK shooters. I've been watching various videos and stuff, and some of the things I'm seeing, guys, are absolutely horrendous. Now, even though in the eyes of the law this is classed as a weapon, and I don't agree with that, because a weapon is something what is made, designed or modified to cause injury to a person. Yes, this can cause injury. Yes, it can be lethal, but that's not what it's designed as. In the UK, if it's under 12 foot-pounds, it's not considered a firearm. However, guys, if you're stupid enough to do anything unlawful with it, if you shoot beyond your boundaries, if you take it on land you're not supposed to be shooting on, whether it's loaded or not, if you carry it loaded in a public place, and in the eyes of the law in the UK, a loaded weapon, even though this is not a weapon, in the eyes of the law, if there's a pellet in the breech, whether it's cocked or not, this then becomes a loaded weapon. If you're using a magazine rifle like on a PCP and there are pellets in the magazine, it's considered loaded. You will then get prosecuted for having a loaded weapon in a public place, and the penalties for that in the UK are very, very severe. Don't do stupid things. These are not weapons per se, and it really bugs me when I see, especially UK people and grown men who should really be known different, to be like advocating these for home defence. Let me tell you something, how the law stands is, for a weapon, it's something modified, made or whatever to cause injury to a person. It can also mean anything which is used against a person to cause injury to them. So we live in a funny old place in the UK where you could, in theory, if you got a bag and put some oranges in it with their intent to hit someone with them and cause them injury, you are using an offensive weapon then. You know, same as I don't know, if you had a banana and was stupid enough to like decide you wanted to cause injury to a person, I don't know, by poking them in the eye with it or something like that, that is still an offensive weapon. There's a case in Ireland not so long back where a woman was charged with possession of an offensive weapon because she hit someone with a mop. Now come on guys, we all know a mop isn't a weapon, but if you use an object to cause injury to someone with the intent to cause them injury, that then becomes classified as a weapon. We face enough restrictions in the UK with our air rifle shooting. Scotland is a classic example of that, where now you have to have an air weapons certificate, again using the word air weapon. These are not instruments of war, guys, and I object to them being called weapons, though they can, as anything can, it can be used as weapon. Don't give them excuses to take stuff away from us. Another, well, it wasn't a whinge. I watched a video, I don't know if it's still up on YouTube, of I think it's a Humer-X 50 cal HD something or other. It was, but basically the 50 cal pistol, revolver type, and the bloke in that video got his missus to shoot at him with it to see how hard it or how painful it was, and was it able to like be an effective home defence implement, should we say. This woman, she missed the chap's chest and shot him in the throat. If that had gone a little bit higher, or had penetrated his throat and killed him, she would have been prosecuted without a shadow of doubt for culpable homicide. I mean, come on, don't be idiots. And these are not toys. They're actual. They're precision instruments used for a purpose, and the purpose isn't shooting at each other or even suggesting shooting at each other. In the UK we're lucky enough, even though some might disagree, we have good police and stuff here. We shouldn't need to be worrying about defending ourselves from burglars and the likelihood of someone breaking in your house with a gun to cause you injury is so remote, it's ridiculous. We've got fairly low gun crime here. Let's keep it that way. Let's not add to statistics by doing stupid bloody things for rifles. Yeah, I'm sorry about this, but I'm just having a whinge because I see so many daft videos on there, and I think, I just do that and think, what are you playing at? Why are you doing this? Don't give them an excuse to take our sport away from us or put further restrictions on them. Don't be stupid enough to shoot at each other. If you've got an overwhelming urge to shoot at another person, go and get an airsoft gun, join a skirmish club, and go and do things lawfully. But please don't do idiotic things and make it harder for us to shoot our sort of proper air rifles and enjoy our sport. Don't give them excuses. And yeah, that's basically it on this video. I am going to get this one out on the range. I am going to put it through at 20, 30 and 40 metres. And though I said this with the Phoenix, this one, if I get on well with it, got Christmas time coming up, it might be an early Christmas present, you never know. Just so you know, these retail into smoking barrels are about £370, so a bit more expensive than the Phoenix, but it feels good quality. But obviously I won't know until I get down on the rifle range and put quite a few rounds through it. And as always guys, be safe out there, look after our sport. We're custodians for the next generation. Don't take their right away from it. We enjoy what we're doing, don't spoil it for other people. And with that guys, cheers.